Welcome back to Make Way for Cat. We are day 13. We've got... I feel like I've seen that on a tombstone. No. I am marked by Jupiter. Okay. Jupiter does have a symbol. According to family legend, an ancestor of mine, item of Thalmic's burial chamber. Oh, wait, that's the spirit shroud. Or this thing. We need the spirit for that first. I am marked by Jupiter. Jupiter has a symbol. Right, it's under the planetary metals. Yes, it's tin. It's like a 24 kind of shoved together. Map that has... Oh, it's right here. The mark of Jupiter on my map leads me to a square room on the ground floor. Other than an intriguing torn note, there doesn't seem to be anything of interest until I notice that the bookshelf is mounted on a runner and can slide to one side. I push it and it glides easily, revealing a hidden recess in the wall behind it. It's the other half of that note. And this is the black striated gemstone. Bronze. Otherwise unremarkable. Oh, give me the gemstone book. It's not the gemstone book. Come on, cat. That one. Black striated gemstone. That's you. The stone of the night and darkness. Okay, and then we've got the other half of this note. Castle vaults are blocked by a diurnic seal. It can be opened by any object made from silver or gold that produces a diurnic field. Okay. Any object with a diurnic field. So diurnic is... Oh wait, we already know what diurnic is. This note has it. That's a diurnic field. So we're just looking for silver or gold. Gold, right? Gold. I mean, I guess that does have a diurnic pattern. Castle vaults. Castle. This one. To the vaults. The vaults are blocked by a large iron door. It has no handle or keyhole, and it does not give in the slightest when I push against it. I realize that it has been thomically sealed, and that's not much help. It's not clear what I need to open it. Old diurnic. The door slides open without a sound, as though it has been kept well oiled over the years. Behind it, I find a large natural cavern that extends into the rock beneath the castle. Somewhat disappointingly, the walls are lined with racks of whiskey bottles instead of the rows of artifacts that I was picturing. I don't know, it sounds like a good time to me. When I show Edmund, he is delighted and he spends some time examining the dusty shelves. It is not long before he makes a find that I'm surprised I missed. I return to the shop with a spring in my step and a curious item that demands further study. Ooh. The Bishop Square is a simple tool of my great-grandfather's devising, loosely based on a briar's disc. By all accounts, he was an impressive man, but it would seem his mind began to fail him at the end. Perhaps he spent too long studying his Zia. He imagined invisible enemies coming to steal away his most prized possessions, so he began hiding them about the castle, noting their locations in a code that only he understood. This is used on this done so we there. Not the catacombs, the castle. These do have like circular bit. Mars in winter, rising in summer. Mars looks like those. That one. So Mars in winter, and that's winter. I believe that's summer, spring, autumn. So rising in summer. All right, let's just verify that that is summer. Yes. The kitchens. The smells and sounds of cooking greet me as I enter Castle Kitchens. I feel a little foolish as I try to avoid the cook's glares while following the clues left to me by a mad old man. What was I thinking? I'm not going to find anything here, and yet on the exact spot where the map leads me, there is something. A floorboard that has been cut and replaced. With a little difficulty, I lift it up and feel around in the cavity below before my fingers grasp something hard. Ooh, we got lots of symbols on this one. I think this one, seeing this symbol, this is paralysis on the bottom, right? That same symbol? Yeah, it is. Top one, it's fire. And if I remember any elements or the planetary metals and stuff, it's because of Loxton Noggin and his Pokemon Alchemy video from a long time ago. So we have fire. We have seen this one too. No, we saw confusion before. It's like confusion, but it has 2 lines. Ice. Okay, ice. Fire, ice, and paralysis? Interesting combination. Okay, I think that was on our... Still waiting for the spirit in that one. Name's Herschel. I can't say too much, but it has fallen to me to carry a secret that people would kill for, that people have killed for. It's a lot of weight to carry around in my head, and it's getting harder to bear around certain family members. It occurred to me that it would be safer in an acumenical. Acumenical. Memento Mori. An acumenical is a receptacle commonly featuring a memento mori that acts as an aid recollection. A memory cannot reside in both the mind and the acumenical at the same time, and it cannot be stored indefinitely. When a memory has been left for long periods of time, it can begin to emit unpleasant vapors. An empty acumenical, on the other hand, has an ominous presence. It's an empty, ominous presence. If it had one, it would have unpleasant vapors. There are Hourglass, skull. Memento Mori is basically bringing out my old art major side. It's like drawings of Memento Mori means remember you will die. So that sort of thing. This thing actually opens. And an hourglass here. Okay, so let's look at these a little bit closer. An unpleasant sensation at the back of the skull. On that one. This one. Bronze does open. Oh, it says blessings inside. We're not getting no smells or feelings. Which makes me think that it's this one. Memory cannot reside in both the mind and an acumenical at the same time. Unpleasant vapors. Otherwise, it has an ominous presence pulling at the thread of one's mind. So if we can feel this in the back of the skull, it's probably that one. Yes. An hourglass motif on the box. On closer inspection, it produces an unpleasant sensation, suggesting it is empty. So both of our boxes have been identified. Actually, I'm going to move the boxes over. They are done. Starting to run out of room over here on the left. Okay. People are getting restless. The followers of Holgar have been marching through the streets with that crazed priest at their head. Oh yeah, we remember her. Not long ago, that sort of behavior wouldn't have been tolerated in Undermere. Now there are people joining in. Okay. In answer to your question, yes, it is possible to capture a wandering shroud. Okay, this is that spirit vessel that we have. To the north of town, if you follow the little stream up through the woods, you'll come out on a hilltop that was clearly of some ancient significance. It is not uncommon to see wandering shrouds there. Be patient, be still, and they will come. Okay, north of town. Grab the map. North of town, a little stream. We have one stream here. Comes out barrows. Hilltop. I guess those would mark like hills. After a pleasant walk along the beck, I reach a series of grassy mounds, the barrows. Whoever is buried in them must have been important in their time. If I am to collect what I have come for, I will need to be prepared. This thing? I sit and wait quietly and patiently, not certain exactly what I'm looking for. For some time, nothing happens, and then, long after my mind has drifted towards a warm fire and a hearty supper, I notice a movement in the corner of my eye. A strange, thin mist has formed near one of the barrows. It seems to produce a sort of dark light, a contradiction that my eyes have trouble perceiving clearly. The ethereal creature, or surely this is a creature of some kind, ambles toward the vault that I have left out for this purpose, and I daren't breathe as it slowly nestles itself within the receptacle. Alright. Oh, now it's vapory. Alright, back to that note then. Burial chamber. This was the one with the shields, right? Hall of Shields, yep. Catacombs. Hall of Shields. Boom. I breathe deeply from the spirit vault and it clears my mind. I don't care to linger too long down here, but I forge on until I reach the unmistakable Hall of Shields. A stone sarcophagus sits on a raised, oh boy, we got something else, raised portion of rock in the center of the cavern. I hold the torch to better see the inscription on the side of the tomb. It reads, "The sun's light will reveal my gift." Mystified, I cast my eyes up to the wall of the cavern and search the shields for some other clue, but nothing stands out. I believe we had an object that was light. Not that. That was the painter lady. Sunbond? Sunbond is a small and lightweight, designed to be carried discreetly and made housing a gemstone of light. They carry the warmth and the light of the sun. Okay. That is this guy here. The sunbond banishes the darkness in an instant, half blinding my gloom-adjusted eyes and bringing summer's warmth to the cold cavern. Blinking and squinting, I notice that one of the shields in particular is glowing in the bright light. I reach up and pull the shield down to reveal a small cavity hewn into the rock behind it. Inside is a blood-red urn. Creepy. Love it. Over here. Right. Another one down. Ready for another customer, Jupiter? Yeah. Name's Herschel. I got to thinking after I left earlier. Transferring this secret to an Acumenical only adds an extra step. Yes, it's safer than walking around with it in my head, but I would know where to find it. What I really need is a truth conduit so that I can deceive them into thinking I know nothing at all. Sounds a little dangerous, but okay. What? These items are used by tricksters and swindlers to distort and deceive. They do not warrant the designation of a dark article that some want to apply to them, but they can be and have been used maliciously. The gentle sound they produce anchors the mind as the spell is woven, combining symbology with a deeper, more primitive power. Okay. So it would definitely produce a mentic field, I imagine. The mind as the spell is woven. But likely we're going to be looking for symbols or deceiving. Paralysis, blessings. That has an energetic low hum. Gentle sound. What are these other items? Oh, deception. It makes a tinkling sound. It actually makes a sound if I shake it. The fact that this actually has deception as the symbol literally on it, this has got to be it. Right? Because it does say symbology. Combining symbology with a deeper, more primitive power. Okay, next customer. Evelyn Bennett. I have never felt more tired or devoid of life. An apathy has settled in my bones that I do not seem able to shift. But while I still have breath in my lungs, I will not succumb without a fight. By the grace of Grey, Don't we literally have an object called Gray's Grace? I will find a way forward. Yeah. It's that... this thing. Does it do again? Born to dispel melancholy. Think that... Hey, it's our friend Barton. I've had a tip-off about something exciting. Have you come across the so-called nameless gods? Did you also know that the tall stones that you sometimes find in high places were once doorways of a kind? And here's the exciting part. An inscription has appeared on the stone that sits atop Weatherlim. This is where you come in. I'm confident that a pit will open the doorway. The other option is called a Babellia to read the inscription. But they say if you read the language of the nameless gods, you become cursed, which I can't say I like the sound of. I'm leaning toward the more direct approach, but then again, that could be dangerous too. Okay. You read the language of the nameless gods, you become cursed. They say. Leaning toward the more direct approach. All right, let's see what we got. Babellia. The meaning of the unusual markings on a Babellia is not clear. They resemble a mentic field pattern, but the items themselves do not produce a mentic field. So the Babellia does not produce a mentic field. Okay. They can be used to aid with translation of foreign texts, although they require some skill to make full use of. This ability does not transfer to spoken language. Is that the only clue we've got? Looks like a mentic field. So our mentic fields... Hold on. Is this something I can just Google real quick? Mentic fields. It's like, are you looking for Fields of Mystria? No. Wrong game. You have a playlist on that, though. Oh, it's giving me magnetic fields. Never mind. Okay. Guess we're going to have to do this the hard way. So we do know of a couple, right? There's the diurnic, and then the triurnic is the three-way one. We've seen... That's the diurnic field. That's the triurnic. Got like a squiggle pattern, like squiggle snake pattern. I mean, that kind of looks like this, but I don't think the triple goddess is what we're looking for. It's diurnic. This symbol here, I feel like I've seen a field pattern that looks like that. Oh, that right there. That pattern. Except it's a little crooked. Alright, this is my best candidate for a Babellia because I don't know what else. Oh, we gotta make sure it doesn't produce a mentic field. Mentic? Middle up top, little on the bottom, big diamond. Oh, so it literally has the Mentic field on it, but does not produce one. Okay. Now a pit. And then we have to decide which one is less dangerous. The 3 different elements that make up a pit allegedly represent the earth, the sun, and death. Okay, so death, similar to like Memento Mori, we're looking for like skulls, bone, coffins, hourglass, I guess. The sun and the earth, or dark. Okay, and death or darkness. The Dradic, the Diurnic, and the Noctic. These energies balance in such a way that the objects do not produce a recognizable field. Okay. They can be directed to emit powerful vibrations capable of cracking solid rock. Okay. Let's look up sun and earth. Here. The sun is, oh, gold, of course. Earth isn't here. All right. It's gold and it's got a thing, but does it represent Earth? Made out of. Painted, oh, it's like solid gold, but painted black? All right, we're missing the Earth element on that one. This one has blessings inside, so I doubt that that is what we're looking for. And it's bronze, not gold. Never mind. Gold. The sun. And we got this guy. Clay, gold, bone. Clay is earth, right? I mean, yes, clay is earth, but clay would represent earth. We got a... Isn't there even a bird on that page? There is. Okay. I like the idea of this one. Now what do we pick? This just emits powerful vibrations capable of cracking solid rock. So you're going to break something, right? Could be dangerous too. It would open the doorway. Oh. That kind of doorway. Inscription has appeared on stone that sits atop weather limb. Open the doorway. The other option is a Babellia to read the inscription. Alright, I'm pretty certain this is a pit, so we'll call it this, but I don't think I want him going through a random doorway. I feel like that would be worse than this. I mean, we can always heal curses, right? Right? Excellent. Hope this works. Here's my token of appreciation. Something for you to ponder over. Ooh. Alright, we already know that one's fire. This symbol, it looks like a sun with like a bent... Well, it's not really a sun. It's like points. Like a bent bottom. Wax? Fire wax. Yellow sandstone. So this isn't a metal. Crumbly. Fire wax. Okay. And that is the end of our day 13. With dreams of earning his fortune long banished from his mind, the man brought the casket to a trusted friend, the curator of a museum in Undermere. Together they looked for answers. Doesn't Eli's brother own the museum? Oh boy. All right, that's day 13. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you back here for day 14.